morning, and literally good morning. 11 minutes past 6. Yeah, I woke up early today, 5 a.m, which is not, I haven't done that in a while. But I'm here at Destination Dallas in Allen, Texas. So I'm over at Gasp and Better Bodies for a week. I'm at a hotel. Let's flip the camera. The bed is right there. Seems to be, you probably feel the same. When I'm in hotels, I just never sleep too great. The pillows, I love a hard pillow, and the pillows are so soft and my head feels like it's on the mattress. It took me a minute to get to sleep, and then I've been awake since 5 a.m. And that doesn't need to happen when I'm not on a diet no more. But yeah, the plan was to do a full day of eating today, a training day, full day of eating. So that is what I'm doing. But I thought, you know what? Let's show you the morning routine. I've already messed up because I've had my morning drinks, had my glutamine, lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. And then I have another drink with Silo 9, which is our hostile EAAs. That's got EAAs, obviously, and it's also got electrolytes in there. So you may have seen me speak about it before, but replenishing your electrolytes in the morning is very, very important. Obviously, when you sleep, you sweat a little bit, you lose electrolytes through breathing and sort of all that stuff. So replenishing your electrolytes in the morning really, really, really helps making you feel better. So I've literally just done all that, having a coffee as well, and then I'll head down to the hotel gym, which you're coming with me, and it'll be our first sighting of the gym. So they're never amazing, but as long as I've got some sort of cardio equipment like a treadmill or a bike, I'm happy. This is another major thing that I'm keeping consistent into this off season. I've just started off season yesterday, and keeping that morning routine going will help digestion. And yeah, blood work was back 2 days ago. Had my blood work done Tuesday, just gone. Today is Saturday. Got my blood work back Wednesday, and everything is perfect. So Ben put the game plan together. We put the game plan together, and it's grow mode. I'm healthy. I'm good. Everything's better than ever in my blood level scores. Liver, kidneys great. HDL, LDL great. Hemoglobin, red blood cells amazing. No issues. Everything was green pretty much. So there's no cause of concern on anything at all. My kidneys and liver have actually improved, and I've just finished prep 4 weeks ago, which is crazy. So yeah, we're in a good spot. So anyway, I've rambled for 3 minutes. I apologise. But morning routine, and then we'll show you meal one. Let's get to the gym. Here's another lift. Which one's gonna come first? Come on. Race, race, race. Will it be you? Or will it be you? Race, race, race. I always feel that someone's gonna be on the other side of the door. Come on. I think it's the left. This one. No, I'm wrong. This one. Yep. Floor 1, please. Let's see where we are. Fitness centre. This way. No. That's the toilets. Down here. Access only. Storage. Medical room. Fitness centre. Oh. engineering, fitness. Is anyone in here? Oh, we've got cardio, and we've got somewhere to do abs. Yes. All right, this is good. We got cardio machines. We got cross trainer. Oh, there's bands there. Yes, that's good for mobility. Oi, oi. We've got a little ab area. Right then, let's get on the Z treadmill. Let's get some bloody lights in here. Oh, still dark, that's right. But anyway, yes. This is my chosen one. Oh, my drink don't fit in the thing. Fucker. Where am I going to put this? No. Maybe I'll rest it on here. Oh no. I need to try and drink whilst I do cardio. Right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, fancy. Hello, fancy. That's going to give me a track or something. I'm going to be walking through some woods in a minute. Speed. Jack it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Incline. Up, 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 up. 2.5 is normally nice. So let's start on speed 2. I always go like 2, 5 minutes in when I'm a bit warmer, and then I up it as I go along. But yeah, let's do it. Finito. Now we come down. Whoa, why am I on time? Shit. That's definitely when someone walks in when you're playing around. Yeah. I'm such a child sometimes. Yeah, morning routine, happy that there's cardio and somewhere to do somewhat a bit of loosening up, stretching. As you saw on the bench, I do this thing where I put my leg like I did, and it really helps open up the glute and loosen up the hips. And then I've done some shoulder mobility, which I'm going to keep on top of because that's really going to help my posing. But yeah, let's get back and get number 1. Alright, meal 1 is pretty similar, exactly the same as rest day meal 1 if you've watched the rest day full day of eating. So we have 200 grams of bassa or whitefish, 200 grams of cream of rice, 10 grams of almond butter, 20 grams of honey, and 100 grams of blueberries. So that's 60 grams protein, 192 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fats, and 1,091 calories in meal 1. So I went to the shop last night, got what I needed. So the pan is getting warm. So they didn't have basa, which is what I like, but they had tilapia. So that we do. So let's cook the tilapia up. 3 or 4 bits of do. Cook that up and get that going, and then I'll show you. I don't have cream of rice, as I've spoken about before. Rice flour, it's the same shit. It's just ground rice. That's all they do. They get rice and they blend it up into a powder form, and then cream of rice they add flavour in. Or you can go to the shop, store, wherever you are, find rice flour. Not everywhere does it, but most places do rice flour. $2, so that's like £1 to me. Back home, it cost me £2 for 1.5 kilo of rice flour. It's a win-win. And then, yeah, it's plain rice, but you can add some cinnamon to it, which is what I do. That's for meal one, and then the honey and stuff on top, you know, adds more flavour. Or if you want ISO or whey with your meal one, rice flour, add your own flavour in with the whey. Same as post-workout. You know, I'll be real, there might be a day that I get affiliated with a cream of rice company. Obviously, I'm going to use it and push it and let everyone know about it. But until then, we got to be good with money, right? Because bodybuilding, as I've spoken about, is expensive. I don't care how much money you have or don't have. If you can be sensible with your spending, that's a win. And getting that for $1 or $2, £1 or $2, it's a win, right? So don't get me wrong, cream of rice, flavoured cream of rice is nice, and I do like the rice and grinds and stuff. There was a bag at the gym, and I might even treat myself. So it's not like I don't use it, but the option's there to get the rice flour. So yeah. Anyway, less rambling, more cooking. I don't ever have scissors in hotels, but we have a knife, so we'll make it work. These are still kind of frozen. I was hoping they'd be frosted, but they're not too bad. It will cook. I'm going to stink the hotel out for fish at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I need to eat, so. It's a small one. She's a small one. That'll fit. Stick the lid on. Get that baby cooking. And of course, we're in America, so my American friends don't use kettles. So I'm going to boil some hot water in the pan and use that for my cream of rice. So I like to add boiling water to the cream of rice. It seems to just dissolve it and cook it better instantly, and then I put it in the microwave to make it a bit more cakey, which is the way I like it. Again, I've said this before, I don't measure the water. I probably should, but I don't, it's being lazy. I could work out that 100 grams of cream of rice is, and then you double it and add 200 grams of water makes you the fairly good consistency. But right now I don't need to be worried about how much water I'm putting in stuff. That's like one day out from a show. So yeah, generally I just boil the water, pour it in, stir it to a consistency where everything's pretty much dissolved, and then I put it in the microwave to make it cakey because I like it that way. Also just realised the mic wasn't on. But yeah, whilst that's cooking up, I've also turned the fan off because, well, nice, that's cooking good. Where's my knife? I feel like this might be a long full day of eating, but I'm showing you everything. This is when you need scissors to make a nice incision. So 200 grams. And today we've got back, so this food is very much needed. Because as we all know, and I continue to say, I need to bring my back up. So let's hope we can push these carbs into the lats. 200, oh, 98, 99. 200. Lovely stuff. Stick that in there, make sure that doesn't spill. That's boiling, that's cooking lovely. And then I add a bit of cinnamon to it. Now we got cinnamon rice flour. Mix that up, wait for that to boil, add the water. Okay, fish pretty much nearly done, so I can turn that off. Water's boiled. I also like a green tea with my morning meal. Oh, not the fork is not what I need, the spoon is what I need. So this might not go, this might go well, this might not go well, but let's add the water. Like I say, I like mine fairly quite lumpy, cakey. It's probably going to look disgusting to most. So I make mine like rock solid. Oh, a bit did fall out, but it's pretty solid, it's not wet at all. It's just the way I like it personally. And as I say, some more water there for my green tea. A lovely drop of green tea. So yeah, now I'll stick this in the microwave. A good 2 minutes will do me. Now that's just got out the microwave. Now we add 10 grams of almond butter, which is 5 grams of fat. Wow, I am good. That was one scoop. The eye is, when you do it 100 times, the eye gets really good. But I always measure. Spot on 10 grams of almond butter, so yeah, 5 grams of fat. This almond butter, I don't know if I've said already, but it's from HEB, yeah. And you can buy, basically, there's a section where you can ground down pure almonds and then make your own tub. It's like $7, so it's on the expensive side, but that is pure, that is just solely almond butter. There's no added shit. There's 2 grams of sugar per 30 grams, so that's just the natural sugar in the almond butter. So, but there's nothing else in here, it's just exactly what I want. So really, really good option that. I tend to keep it in the fridge just so it doesn't go too funny. Right, now we add the fish. So 200 grams of fish. This is probably, I know this is weird to so many, I got so much hate on Instagram about it, but as you can tell, and I've already spoken about, I'm not a picky eater. And to me, it's just rice, fish and rice for meal one. And then I have 2 grams of salt on everything, every meal, consistently using my micro scales, mini scales, drug scales, whatever you want to call them. And I also use iodized salt, which I've spoken about before, but iodine is a good molecule to help your natural thyroid function. So yeah, add a little bit more cinnamon because cinnamon is God. There, and then a little bit of black pepper. 1 for taste, and 2, black pepper helps break down the nutrients for the body. So now we add frozen blueberries. $100 grams version babies. And to top it off, we have 20 grams of Texas honey. And there we have it, friends. Meal 1 on the 1,000 gram carb day. In fact, I'm going to take a picture of this to put on Instagram just to trigger people because it's funny. How are you eating cream of rice and fish at 8 in the morning? Because I don't care. Whoa. So that is the bowl of goodness. That and a green tea to start the day. Morning routine done. Meal 1 getting in. Saturday is a low work day for me. I only have 3-4 clients check in on a Saturday, so not too bad of a morning. And then I'm gonna pretty much chill until I train. All right, meal number 2, and that is number 2. And we have rice that I've not long just cooked. I cooked a big batch of rice behind me in a pot. And then we got some lean beef. So this is 10% fat beef, so yeah, lean beef. Normally can get 5% fat beef in the UK, but I couldn't find it. This is 10%. That'll do. I mean, off season. Good healthy fats are important. I'm just going to cook this whole lot because it's going to be a couple meals worth for sure. So I really enjoy. That was loud. I really enjoy beef and rice. Nice, easy meal to eat, especially beef mince. Sits well for me, tastes good with them added fats. I sometimes do steak, like lean steak or beef mince, depending how I'm feeling. Yeah, cook this up. I'll probably have a bit of cucumber with it too, because I've been liking cucumber. And then the next meal, meal 3, will be pre-workout. So it's now 5 to 10 in the morning. I normally eat around 10 for a second meal, and then pre-workout meal 12:30. Aim to train about 1:30, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Pack day, baby. We have the bowl that you eat everything from. So that was meal 1, meal 2, meal 3 will be in that. Meal 4 will probably be in some sort of Tupperware, because I'll eat that after I train in the office at the gym. So beef doesn't take long to cook. So that lovely stuff is done. Right. Already know what it is, but I'm still got it here, so I can give you what the exact stuff sort of numbers are. So 400 grams of cooked weight rice, and which is 140 grams of dry weight rice, equates to 400 grams cooked, and that is 111 grams of carbs to be exact. A rather sticky rice. So, oh, a little bit too much there. 405, 400, lovely. Let's just mix that up a bit so it doesn't get too sticky. But having it sticky definitely helps. It's easier to get in. Nice jasmine rice, like my favourite. I was eating quite a lot of basmati rice, right? And basmati's just a bit looser. And it was not, rice is rice, it's all the same. But it's just not tasting so great, so jasmine rice right now is definitely king. And then when I'm deep in off season, sushi rice becomes king, because 100 grams of carbs is like that much on sushi rice. So 400 grams of rice, that's 111 grams of carbs. We have 150 grams of lean beef, which equates to 41 grams of carbs to be 41 grams, got 40 grams of protein to be exact. I don't want to get the juice in there too much. So protein, when I'm in off season, protein comes down just a little bit to allow room for the carbs. And I do believe, personally, and you'll probably find the most, when you're trying to eat high amounts of protein along with high amounts of carbs, your digestion is 100% going to take a hit, because the body takes a little bit more time to digest meat sources. Like fish, it digests pretty quickly, but you got to think, when you're eating a meat like chicken and beef and stuff, your body's got to break that down. It takes a little bit longer. That's why when I eat chicken, I cut it up into small pieces, because I'm kind of like semi-digesting it before I ingest it myself and then digest it myself. So I'm just helping the body. There's a big thing in bodybuilding about the waist right now, and I think I've highlighted before, but you know, one of my strengths in my physique is that my waist is not blown yet, or ever will be. I shouldn't say yet. I'm building size I'm not looking to build size at a fast rate. I'm just taking my time with it, not pushing drugs, not doing stupid shit, basically, to try and grow fast, to try and be somewhere that I don't need to be right now. I just need to take my time with food, with supplementation, with bodybuilding, and just play the long game. That's just the way I see it. I know everyone's different, but that's the way I see it. And you know, quite nicely and very appreciatively, my physique has been reverted to like the 90s style. So there's got to be a reason for that, I feel. And that is, one, obviously my genetic structure, but two, the way I am is quite 90s. It's very clean. You know, I don't push things hard. I take breaks off supplementation, so I'm not someone that pushes. You got to look after yourself. So yeah, that was a bit of a ramble there, sorry. Anyway, we have 100 grams of pineapple. So I favour frozen pineapple, obviously keeps longer. Fresh pineapple is nicer. Any fresh fruit is nicer, but life's easy when things are frozen and they keep for longer, right? So, as I said before, pineapple's really good for aiding digestion. It's got brelin. I always get the word wrong. Basically the molecule that helps digestion. Some people, pineapple gives them acid reflux, but fortunately for myself, I'm okay. And we are 95, let's get a small bit, 100. And that's 100 grams of pineapple. So 100 grams of pineapple is 14 grams of carbs as well. So total in this meal is 40 grams of protein, 123 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, and total calorie intake in this meal is 869 calories. I do add black pepper. I do add cinnamon, because we put cinnamon on everything. Again, I'll repeat myself, but I do add sauce. I will add sauce in time, but being on the back of a diet, 5 weeks, I'm about 5 weeks since Prague. I'm still in the flow of not using sauce, but when I get deep into off season, as I say, it's only just begun. But when I get deep into off season, I do favour sriracha mayo sauce. I love that shit. Again, choosing something that's not high in sugar or anything like that. So 2 grams of salt, as I said, on every meal. And then I will add some cucumber on top too.
You're telling me that the external solution won't fill my internal void? Oh fuck. Now I actually really need to do some inner work.
We're back in the kitchen again, boys. Yes, I was about to make pre-meal, but I forgot that I hadn't cooked any pre-meat, so it's an opportunity to show you. I bought some turkey mince from Whole Foods yesterday. It's not something I typically eat regularly, but this is super lean. It's got no hormones, no shit, no fucking American stuff. Sorry, American friends. So it's very, very clean, and it cooks super, super quick. So I ate half of this last night when I got home from Whole Foods for meal 5. So I'm going to make it now for pre-meal, because it cooks, as I say, it cooks really quickly. And secondly, for it being turkey, it's actually really nice. You can definitely taste that I've paid a little bit extra, which I was upset about, but for the quality, because Whole Foods is fucking expensive, but it's 10 minutes from the hotel that I'm at, so it was worth it. They're paying the extra couple bucks for the good meat and not having to spend more money on an Uber, so it kind of balanced itself out in a weird way. That's what I tell myself anyway. Yeah, so pre-meal will be another 400 grams of rice with this meal, and then we also have 50 gram of dates with this meal. I have made my post-workout up already. There's 150 grams of cream of rice, or I've actually got rice pudding in there, so 150 grams of rice pudding, and then I've got 2 scoops of ISO H1 chocolate in a bag, because if you cook that all together it goes dry as F. So I keep it separately. I'm not in the frame. I keep it separately, and then I'll do the whey paste, but I'll show you that when I get to it. So that's all organised and ready to go. Got to make my supplements, but I'll show you what hostile range I use. I'll turn into a bit of a chemist because I pretty much use everything. And they've just brought out glycerol and L-carnitine, which I've been using recently too, which is super good. Glycerol helps aid pump, so it pushes nutrition, water to the muscles and creates volumization and pump. It's very good. It's basically what's in Bloodshot, but you're adding extra, you're amplifying that, so you get a mega pump. I like to call it a mega pump. But yeah, let me get this together and then I'll show you the pre-meal. These chairs are super low. I feel like I seat super low on this. Yeah, let's give you the rundown. So pre-meal, we have 43 grams of protein from turkey. We have 111 gram carbs from rice again, so 400 gram rice, 140 gram dry weight. We have 50 gram of dates, which I love. I was having banana, but I noticed recently, I don't know if it's the bananas here or what, but when I was having the banana, it was messing with my stomach, just making me feel a little bit bloated, and it can do that because there's the fibre and stuff in there. So dates is another really good alternative, because dates and banana and stuff like that, they've got potassium and magnesium and good sugars, so it's really good, a really good pre-workout nutrition to have to aid pumps and sort of muscle performance and contractions. Plus it's another way in the off season to get, like, this 50 grams of dates is 34 grams of carbs, and you know, that's nothing. It's just so easy to get in, so it's another way to get carbs and calories in, right? And then we've got 10 grams of fats from not avocado, almond butter, sorry. So the total for this is 43 grams of protein, 145 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fats, and the total calories is 938 calories in this pre-meal. And then my intra is 25 grams of carbs of CDX, etc, etc, but I'll show you that. And then I'll show you my post-workout when it comes to that too. But yeah, let's get this in me, then we get to the gym for back. Okay, let's show you the good stuff. Hostile. It's pre-workout. Back attack time, as we keep saying. I'm excited, that's why. So, creatine I have in the morning, 5 grams, so I don't need that right now. And Bloodshot and Hostility have creatine in it, so I don't need that added right now. But it is very important to take that in the morning, I believe. It's good for cognitive function. Right, let's start with, I have 1 scoop of CDX in my intra, so that's 25 grams of carbs. I'm spilling powder already. We're favouring to eat more pre, and then I have 25 grams of CDX in my intra, which I'm enjoying at the minute. And then I add 5 grams of glutamine in pre and intra. I then have one of my favourites, Silanine Blueberry Lemonade. I also like the orange pineapple, which is super good. And then let's go, have I got enough? I'm running low on amps. Shit. Let's do Hostility all-in-one. So all-in-one is our caffeine and pump product. Somehow I've took the scoop out of that. So we want, is it 2 scoops? Yeah, 2 scoops is the serving. So a nice healthy 2 scoops. And then just because I am who I am, I've just took that. I need that scoop. I'm going to do another scoop of Bloodshot with it for extra pump, and you're about to see more pump because I'm going to add glycerol to that too. This is our new pump product, glycerol. So half a cap of glycerol, dripping it everywhere, gives you the serving. And this is, I'm also going to add one of our other new products, L-carnitine. And L-carnitine is very good for helping the body utilize fat cells as energy. So have that pre too. Add that in there, and that is my pre and intra concoction. Time to make it happen. Gym back day. Yeah, not going to film this back there as it's a full day of eating, but there's probably more back days than ever on my channel right now, because that is what needs to be fucking smushed. Quickly switching over to the phone camera because my DJI is on 4%. I normally film my session on my phone, but I forgot the tripod attachment for my phone, so I used the DJI because I had that attachment and I killed the battery. That's a fun story for you. Anyway, we got 150 grams of rice pudding. I'm going to be honest, it's ESN rice pudding. Hostile don't sell cream of rice or rice pudding, so I can be open about that. It's ESN rice pudding, super easy to digest. They've dried it out, so it's already pre-digested, so it's really dry. So that's 150 grams, look at that, it's nothing. So little, so I eat this and I can eat again in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I've messed myself up. I've made the ISO H1 chocolate whey paste, but I put too much water in there. If you do that with the ISO, you've got to be really careful with the water, because if you put too much, this is what happens. Pissy. Not ideal. I want it thicker than that, but it is what it is. I can't change it now, we're here. But yeah, this is meal 4. And then I'll update, I can't, obviously I'm using my phone, so I can't tell you exactly what the macros are, but I'll update you on meal 5 when we get to that. So see you at meal 5. Meal 5 time, and I'm glad it's here because I'm hungry. I also feel pretty tired now, beaten up after back day number 2 of the week. I need a spoon. There's no big spoon. Have I got one here? Yes. Yeah, a good session. My back sessions are getting really good. I definitely feel like I'm picking up some progress right now, which is good. Right, 400 grams of rice. So that, as you know, is the common theme of these meals. 400 gram rice, 111 grams of carbs. And this meal is a beef meal. 2 beef meals a day, which is nice. 400. Good, wrong one. That's the one. And 150 beef. Oh, that's gone a bit hard from being in the fridge, but not a problem. Stick that in the microwave, warm it up, and it resolves everything. So it's a bit of a luxury really for me to warm my food up the last year, since as many of you know, I'm from a manual job background, so I spent many years eating cold meals. So that is a luxury. Yeah, we got 100 grams of pineapple in this meal as well, with the beef meal, so that take the carbs to 120 something. Let's double check. So we got total protein is 40 grams of, no, overall. So in the macros as well, Ben accounts for the protein in the rice. Even though it's not a direct source of protein, it's an add up of an overall throughout the day. So to be honest, every meal is about 55 to 60 grams of protein. So this meal here is 53 grams of protein total, 123 grams of carbs total, and 10 grams of fat total. So the calories are 887 total. So that's meal 5. I'll get the pineapple in there, make it, show you. At the table again. So we got rice, pineapple, beef, cucumber, salt, cinnamon, pepper. More of the same, and I love it. Last meal. Is the mic on? The mic is on. Just had a nice hot bath, feeling very chilled, and as I've spoken about, feeling really hungry. So I'm off season, so I can warrant a little bit extra food when the hell I want it. And the total today is 923 grams of carbs, but I've just added another 80 grams of carbs to bring the grand total to 1,000 grams of carbs on this training day. So we have 200 grams of cream of rice flour. We have 30 grams of almond butter, 400 grams of Greek yogurt, 60 grams of ISO H1 blueberry donut, so good. We have 200 grams of berries, through blueberries and cherries, and I've said the almond butter, and then I've added some oats in there for an extra bit of carbs, and I've also got some chocolate rice cakes that I've already had one of. So yeah, that brings the grand total of protein today at 340 grams of protein, just over 1,000 grams of carbs, 87 grams of fat, and the grand total on the calories with the little added extra is 6,294 calories today. So yeah, that is a full day of eating on a training day, start of my off season, 1,000 grams of carbs, Rest day is 805 grams carbs, as you've probably already seen in the previous video. Gonna chow this down, watch some YouTube, and hopefully get a damn good sleep. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.